I just hired an SDR for my MSP. They start next week. What's my next step? Hi there, Stephanie Hammond here, head nerd at Enable, responsible for all things sales and marketing related. For this month's video post, I wanted to talk about the difference between utilizing individual marketing tactics versus formulating an overall marketing plan, because they're two very different things. And this really came to light recently when I was speaking with an MSP who was very excited that they've just hired their first SDR, their sales development representative, a type of appointment setter for their MSP. And they were looking for guidance on what to do next. They've been struggling with lead gen, struggling with how to get new customers, and they thought to help remedy this, they should hire someone to work the phones and book appointments for the business owner, because the business owner was the one that was primarily responsible for the sales for his MSP. Now, before I get into the rest of this video, I want to applaud this initiative. It is something that will be helpful in your lead gen endeavors. But when I started asking the MSP business owner just some fundamental marketing questions around, all right, so what's the plan for this individual? Who are you going to be targeting? Who are they going to be calling? What resources are you going to be providing to help aid in their success? The business owner really wasn't able to give me any good, concrete answers. And so that really drives home the point of today's video, that although needed, it doesn't really make sense to go and hire an SDR person to begin working the phones if you haven't yet put the strategy or the plan in place first that will support the SDR in their efforts to help make them successful. And so I want to spend a few moments today really talking about, what is the difference between a marketing plan and marketing tactics? Now, marketing is not doing a social media post once a week or writing a blog, once a quarter, or having a website. Those are associated with marketing, but it's not marketing. When we look at defining what the term marketing is the process that companies use to get consumers, to get business owners that they have identified as being part of their target market interest in the products and services that they're selling. So it's that process behind how does a company create awareness? How do they build credibility? How do they build authority in themselves, in their products, and the services that they deliver that will get prospects to like them, trust them enough so that they eventually are going to decide to, go ahead and purchase whatever advertised product and service that you're promoting so that they become a client. And so your marketing plan, this is what outlines your goals. This is what outlines your objectives, and will outline all of those activities and details and the timelines around how are you going to create that interest? How are you going to create that awareness that's going to reach your ideal target audience, prospects that have never heard of your MSP before. And so it is your roadmap. It is your big picture overview as to how you're going to get your MSP's name out there. And that's what's going to drive your marketing efforts over the next 12 months or so. While marketing tactics are all those things that we typically think about when we think of marketing. Being active on social, sending out those emails, creating a newsletter, creating a podcast, writing a blog article, hiring that SDR person to work the phones and book appointments. Those are all of the activities that you may decide to invest in to help get your name out there. But those activities are just part of your overall strategic marketing plan. The plan has to come before the tactics, and hiring that SDR, that's just one tactic that you can use to accomplish your goal of getting your name out there and generating interest and awareness. And creating that marketing plan doesn't have to be terribly laborious, right? And that's often the feedback that I get from MSP business owners when I ask, do you have a marketing plan in place? A lot of times I'll kind of get back, oh, Steph, I just don't have the time. It's just too much work right now. It's too complex. My MSP is pretty small. I don't really think I need one. It's kind of all up here. But to help with this, I've actually created a go-to-market planning guide for MSPs that's designed to really help map out your marketing and sales plan and help really create and build that awareness and interest in your MSP with the goal of increasing the flow of prospects into your marketing and sales funnel. This guide takes you through all of the key elements that make up a good marketing plan, and it covers off such considerations like who's your target market? What will your key messaging be? What objectives are you looking to meet with your marketing plan? What will your sales strategy look like? And what marketing activities, marketing tactics do you plan to leverage to help get your message out there to your intended audience? The goal with this document is to give you a place to record your thoughts, somewhere to write down your ideas to help you create that actionable marketing plan for your MSP that you can then work from. Now, I initially created this marketing plan as a resource to accompany my lead gen and new customer acquisition boot camps that I deliver here in Enable. But if anyone is looking to get a copy of this go-to-market planning guide, just send me a message. I'd be very happy to email you over a copy, and you do not need to be an Enable partner to have that. Because really, for your marketing to work, you need to build a plan around what you're looking to achieve with your marketing. It needs to be something that is documented, and that's really the aim with this guide. And if you're looking for additional information on how to create a marketing plan for your MSP, then you may also want to check out, one of my sales and marketing book club selections. It's called the One Page Marketing Plan by Alan Dibb, and he provides a really good overview on the fundamentals of marketing and the importance of developing a plan first before doing anything else. And he does a really nice job of distinguishing between the difference of a marketing plan from all of those different tactics that are out there that you could choose from, because a bunch of marketing tactics thrown together doesn't necessarily constitute a marketing plan. Now, in that one-page marketing book, Alan Dibb goes through this analogy, or provides this analogy, and I really like it. And the analogy that he talks about does a good job of explaining the differences between marketing tactics and a marketing plan. And he uses the analogy of around what's needed to successfully build a solid and safe home for your family. And it starts by, buy a plot of land of which to build your house. Now, once you own the land, is the next logical step just to order the timber and the bricks and start framing and bricking the house? Obviously, no. If you did that, you likely wouldn't build anything that would be considered at all safe. Instead, what is normally done first, before you even start building anything, is you hire a builder, you hire an architect, so they can start planning everything out, from the major stuff like getting your building permits, down to things like flooring and cabinets and other smaller details of that. All of this, big and small, is planned, documented before you do anything. The blueprints are made up before the land is even cleared. And so that is your strategy. That is your plan. And then once you have your strategy and the plan in place, that's when you're going to know, well, how many bricks are you going to need? Where does the foundation go? What kind of roof are you going to need to have? So you can then hire your trades. You can hire your bricklayer, your carpenter, your plumber, your electrician. Those are the tactics that are needed to execute your vision, execute your plan. Because you could have the most detailed blueprints in place that have been designed by the best architect and builder in your area, but the house itself isn't going to get built until you source the actual tradespeople to do the work. Dig the foundation, frame the house, put on the roof. And all of those trades are going to be relying on the blueprint or that plan to guide them on how it should all be done. But they can't begin their work until the builder and the architect design and communicate the house plans. So you really do need both to be successful. But unfortunately, though, this is how MSPs have been approaching their marketing. If they are doing any active marketing at all, in their haste to get some marketing done, they string together a bunch of random tactics in a short period of time in the hope that what they are going to do will lead to hopefully a new client. But without taking the time to put a plan in place first, often they'll end up just spinning their wheels. Frustration will arise because they're not getting the results that they're expecting. And then they're saddened that they feel that marketing doesn't work. And so strategy, building out that marketing plan has to be done. It has to come first because it then dictates the tactics that you are going to use to deliver and work on that marketing plan. And this is where that marketing plan comes in. It's the architect's blueprint to getting and retaining clients. So, do you agree? Do you disagree? It would be very interesting getting your thoughts on this topic. So if you have any comments, feedback, any questions that you would like to have me address in, an upcoming training video, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can see my email there on the screen or send me a message on LinkedIn. Thanks for watching. Wishing you all the best in your sales, marketing, and lead gen journey. Take care.